Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're down at the garden center for a work day. They just got a new load of concrete from Unique Stone just recently. I don't think there are any massive pieces, but there's quite a number of pieces back there that we're gonna try to get out. And I think we're just gonna try to refresh some displays. You can see that the sun went behind a little cloud, which feels quite nice, but it's supposed to be 100 degrees or over today. So I'm not sure how many hours we will be at it, but Monica and my mom are around here somewhere. You can spot them because they're wearing their great big hats. But it should be a really fun day. Standing at the front of the nursery, just to give you guys a look here, they just had their big summer sale and so many plants left, but they've got new ones in since then. I think they're expecting another couple loads next week. But my mom was saying that this spot, right? This spot hasn't changed in a little while.
No, I don't think it's changed since the spring.
Well, the plants have changed, but like right?
Just where things are.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just do a little revamp here. There's a little greenhouse, which we've done a video actually inside this greenhouse, talking about different sorts of greenhouses. So we may come in and do a little bit of something different in here, but there are still so many gorgeous things. Just kind of walk down the main aisle here just so you can kind of get a feel for the space and what we have to work with here. And there are a ton of plants in the back. I know, like, as the season progresses, you kind of move plants forward. There's Monica. Hello.
Good morning.
And moving back this way toward the greenhouse, there's a little chicken coop. There's the greenhouse right in there. What's in here right now? Just do a tour right now. There's so many pretty plants. Oh, there's some really nice looking figs down there. Strawberries. There's some herbs. Yeah, it's starting to clear out in here too. It just, you guys can imagine, when it's 100+ degrees outside, it cooks in here, just cooks. So anyway, don't like to have a ton of stuff in here. These are pretty. Passiflora, Betty Miles Young, passion vine, right? Passion flower. It's gonna open today maybe. Okay, let's head back to the open bay shed and see what kind of concrete we've got to work with. These are a lot of the plants that get moved forward as things kind of lighten up there. Things sell and leave. And here are all the concrete pieces. Oh, this is a manageable load, you guys. Oftentimes when they get a new load in, there's like big fountains and great big containers, which are awesome, but it requires a lot more in the way of moving them and getting them set up. So this is nice. There are some pieces with red tape around them, which means they are sold, but lots of beautiful pots. Look at the hummingbird pot. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. I like the basket boy. You can see there's several Galloway urns. I've never seen that finial before. That's interesting. I'm seeing, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 Galloway urns in the natural concrete color. I always kind of like to assess what we have the most of, because if we can put those together in an impactful way, it's kind of a fun deal. Okay, there's also 1, 2, 3, 4 basket boys, a number of pillars, and a ton of containers. So guys, I just kind of want to bring you along for the day and just show you, I mean, I'll probably just set up the camera. We're going to be back and forth from this shed right here to the front of the nursery. We're going to be moving plants back and forth. Another thing that I really love to do all throughout the season when I work down here more consistently, I like to kind of look at all these trees back here. There's a ton of trees, and every tree has a season where it's kind of its peak interest. So in the spring, I always like to move all of the spring bloomers up front so that the alleyway, like the walkway leading you down the nursery, is just full of spring blooms. And then once those are done blooming, you move them back here and move something else out. It's usually like the golden chain tree or the purple, I think they've got some purple robe locusts, which look like a giant wisteria, things like that bloom a little later in the season. And then those move back, and then we do like Rose of Sharon and, you know, things like that. So kind of want to like take a look at everything you have to work with and then go from there. So this should be a really fun, hot, sweaty, interesting day, I hope. I'm feeling a little left out with the blue shirt.
And the hat?
You missed the memo.
I did miss the memo. Yeah. It's like you guys have a uniform.
I kind of like having an island right here.
Yeah.
But it just needs to be redone.
Okay.
Yeah.
This day is fairly shaded-ish.
It is.
Okay.
Well, except in the late afternoon or mid afternoon, the sun hits
Comes
that
in.
pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about this one right here? Is that shaded in the afternoon?
Pretty much from this tree, yes.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I just counted like how many big pieces you have back there.
Yeah.
There are 3 Galloway urns in the natural concrete that are not sold with the red tape. It'd be fun to put all 3 of those together,
would.
like somewhere up here.
Yeah.
And then there are so many beautiful hydrangeas in the
Yes.
back of the shade house,
Yes.
like back in
Yeah.
there. That'd be fun to pull those out.
would.
And they're,
There's also some really pretty hydrangeas against the grain shed.
yeah, in the back.
Yeah.
That's where we got the Limelight Primes.
Wouldn't that be nice to be able to pull them up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're just gonna start moving stuff around. Here we go. First display is done, you guys. I really love how it turned out. So we brought out new tables, left the arborvitaes that are around the back, which was really nice because they're all staked into the ground so that they don't blow over. And that table just fit beautifully right in front of those. We chose to bring this one out because it's a little bit more finished looking given that it's painted. And then there was also a riser table that matched so we could get a lot of height. And then, you know, you raise a big piece of concrete off the ground like that and that's kind of instant impact. It's so beautiful. It almost looks kind of bridal over here with the beautiful quickfire hydrangeas. There are some red spikes right here. We brought out some, these are Ice Dance Carex. And then there's a few blue spruce. Oh, it's simple. Oh, and the boxwood too. We brought some Mount Brunos and these are Calgary. Yeah, Calgary boxwoods. It has kind of a formal feel, but it's still kind of fluffy. Really, really beautiful. I love it. Now, this is the next area we're gonna work on. My mom was saying it's been like this for a long time and it's kind of become a little bit of a jumble. You know, things that kind of happens when you're busy. You just put plants where there are spots, where there's room. So I think we're just gonna kind of clear this space out and create something different.
What do you think about doing some more of these hydrangeas around in this
Yes.
area? Because we've got more, right?
Oh yeah, there's a whole hedge of them.
And they're so beautiful.
They are. I think we should get as many hydrangeas out as possible today.
I like your
Mission
style.
hydrangea. I also think, what do you think about moving this arbor? Let's just clear it out.
Yeah.
Like make it look,
Yeah. Just all fresh.
yeah, and open. A little
Yeah.
bit more open right here.
Yep. It'd be great.
We'll see. We say open and then we'll get all excited with all the plants that are beautiful.
I know.
So-
I know. But right now it's just kind of a clear out.
Yeah.
We'll just clear it out
Okay, let's find a spot for these urns and the arbor.
and the arbor, yeah.
We just realized that those urns match the urns at the end of this table right here, which is kind of perfect. And this bench happens to be sold, so we're gonna move that out and then we'll create a little spot to bring those larger urns over. This will be the lightest hardscape we moved today, probably. We need to get these moved up. I love the
Yeah, those
Sesky
are pretty.
birch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We need something sturdy, something small. Even a super sturdy box would be handy.
A super sturdy what?
Box.
Oh, well, like one of the crates like we made.
Yeah, the homemade ones.
You know, those are really stout.
Yeah. Any spiders? Nope. Okay, looking for props. And here's this funny, you guys. Okay, so that's my mom's old bird cage. That's Erin and my old desk. Those are our old kitchen chairs. Isn't that my old piano over there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
There's the piano bench.
Yep.
Let's see. There might be something tucked back in here. Oh, this is our old bathroom hutch, Mom. I
Yeah,
see
it
that.
is. Yes, it is.
Yep, that's my old piano. It's kind of fun when we are ready to retire something from inside our house. We always think, can we use this as a prop down at the garden center?
Nothing is
Nothing
goes
is
to
wasted,
waste.
no.
Yeah. Everything's recycled.
Yep.
Including all the lumber out of trucks when we get shipments.
Yeah.
And we just we have to take it.
Yeah. May as well
so
build something with
the guys
it.
just build all kinds of tables and shelves and
Yeah, all reused
wonderful.
stuff. So if you don't find one, we could always use that.
oh yeah, because this is going to be all redone.
Yeah,
This all has to be reset.
that
You want
works.
it?
Sure. All right, guys, we are going to take a quick break for lunch, but I feel like we've made some really good progress. Don't you think?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Okay, guys, so we got this one done. We are going to find a little fluffy plant to put in front of that pot so it doesn't look so perched right there. But we did get this area done right here. It looks so open and the hydrangeas are gorgeous. We are going to be finding a big pot, but we've been doing a lot of grooming and raking and all that business. We've also been trying to find homes for the plants as we are dismantling displays, which is a step we normally don't take, but it does make the process cleaner, but it makes it a little longer. Except for this beast right here. I'm gonna have to think about where to put that one. But we did get this little end cap done as well. Moved those urns, got some spirals moved over, a scarlet oak rather. It's looking pretty. So lunchtime now, and then we will be back at it. All right, guys, we are back from lunch. So now we're gonna tackle this space right here, which I think we're gonna bring that long, skinny table that was in the entryway back up here for this space. And then we're gonna move through this area, right?
Yeah, and do something cute with this little greenhouse.
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
good idea. And boy, the weather is a gift today.
It is.
I mean, it's been hot, but it's not unbearable, and it's been
No.
kind of overcast. Also, I think what we're gonna do here is not a major change, but see all these peonies right here? We're gonna swap all of the peonies for hydrangeas because of all the big blooming ones in the back of the shade house. They're so gorgeous and they need to be front and center. So we're just gonna switch spots with those. So we've got a lot of nice color up here. So here we go. Atomic fireballs and all. All right, guys, it's about 100 degrees out here right now, and I think we're about ready to wrap it up. So I wanted to walk you through everything that we ended up getting done today. I'm really happy with the progress. I know my mom's really happy with it, so that's fun. And there's just so many beautiful things out here. Okay, so starting in the entryway, you can see that we replaced all of the peonies with these beautiful hydrangeas. These are the quick fire variety right here. So they come out, they're one of the earlier blooming hydrangeas that exist. and then they quickly start turning the pink color. So you see that right there, there's a little blush of pink, and then they turn even darker. In fact, the tag shows what the darker color pink looks like. Did you get the putty on that?
I did.
The last piece? Nice.
I did.
And these grow about 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, so good size hydrangea, but they're really good performers in our area. And then we swung this blue bench around, which used to be right about where that brown pot is, and it was a little bit more tucked in, just because it's so bright and happy looking right there, especially with those flowers. We brought this great big concrete pot up from the back, and Monica touched it up with a little Danish oil, shined it up, made it look really pretty and fresh, and that is heavy. Do you know how much those weigh?
They weigh about 500 pounds unplanted.
Yeah, I mean these things, these are thick, and it's not just thick where the rim is. I mean it's thick where the rim is, but it's thick all the way down. They're just massive. And then of course this display I did show you already, but I added the one heuchera. There was only one left, so it's kind of perfect just to soften that pot that the blue spruce is in. And then we brought up some of these phlox because they are bright and beautiful.
They're so pretty.
They are. They're vibrant.
I didn't see that you brought these up.
Yeah, Monica said it's like sticking a finger in your eye.
What?
That color. It's so bright, vibrant. It's like sticking a finger in your eye. Never heard that before.
I haven't either.
So funny.
I haven't either.
I really like how this corner turned out too. Very different vibe from earlier today. The whole thing. I love it. I love how open it looks without that arbor. I don't know. I just like the change.
Yeah, I do too.
I like both looks, but
Yep.
the change is nice.
Yep.
We utilized quite a few of the plants that were already here, like these spirea that are in bloom, and the pine and the blue spruce. There's a twisty baby honey locust right there, which has kind of like that gnarled. It's kind of like the Scarlet Curls willow version of a locust tree.
Yeah.
And there's also some multi-trunk Royal Raindrops crab apples, which I bought one the other day and love it. But we brought some Bobo hydrangeas up and some purple fountain grass, as well as these Beau Jardiniers containers and the finials. There's also some geum. These are rustico orange. Those will be bright and beautiful. But we just like to utilize a bunch of different things like crates. These are old apple crates we've had around here forever, and tables that were built from, you know, the wood that comes out of semi trucks when they deliver plants and they leave the wood. So anyway, I think it turned out pretty. And then this side here, there is a weeping cherry tree. We've got more of these are little quick fires. So we've got the same early bloom, the same beautiful white flowers that change pink. These are starting to change right now, and they'll get even deeper. But this one has a shorter, or a smaller rather, mature size. So 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. But I love how deep green the leaves are. It's just a very nice looking, tidy growing shrub. And we brought the basket boys, or 2 of the basket boys, up here. Those look really nice. And the Victorian finial, I think this one's so pretty. I love that. And these Brunnera, we brought 3 out, and one of them already sold. This variety is Silver Heart. Boy, if you have a shady spot and you want something to light it up, that's it right there. And then also some of these Tropicana Gold Cannas, just for a bold texture, and I like that yellow stripe. That's also got kind of a glow quality. Backed by a Crimson Queen Japanese maple, I think, or it's a what is it? Tamukeyama Japanese maple is what it is. 8 by 12 is what that one grows. And we kind of just left this open. It's just pretty simple back here. There's a whole bunch of these viburnums that look amazing. I want to plant one of these somewhere, but I don't have a shady-ish spot that can handle a 12-foot tall by 7-foot wide shrub at the moment. Another one of these great big containers right here, which just was nice because, you know, before there was a little bench here, which we found another spot for, but that weight that big pot adds is just really nice.
This is the perfect spot, and there's just like
a
this
little
part's in shade.
Little slice of shade you found. That's perfect.
Yeah.
And in the greenhouse, you know, honestly, we just kind of cleared out what was in here. For the most part, plant-wise, we left a few purple fountain grass and some lemon cypress, but it's piping hot in there right now. We didn't want to add a whole bunch of other plants that are not used to that sort of heat and humidity. But we did bring all of the rest of the finials up in here. So there's some really interesting ones. Like this one has a little lid. I thought it was a pot at first, but there's actually some openings here. This one's called a Dartmouth Cottage Finial. And then there's the pineapple with rope. There's a couple of these. These are the Grano Magnolia Finial, the Estate Pineapple right there. These are pretty. The Greek Finial, I've always kind of liked that one. hospitality pineapple. There's, what do they call this one? The Pinehurst pineapple. This one's the artichoke, Spanish artichoke, and then the Gothic finials. Oh, and the colonial pineapple. Oh, so many different styles. But they look good. It's just nice and tidy in there. Okay guys, I turned off my camera for a moment because there were some ladies shopping on this display, which was what I was going to show you next. And 2 of the Limelight hydrangeas just sold from it, which is great. That's the whole point. That always makes us happy, especially when we have new displays. But the 2 Limelight hydrangeas that were directly behind this display just sold. And then my mom is placing new spirals in those urns that we put in there earlier because 2 of those sold as well. So this display right here, the table and the fountain were already here, as well as a few of the plants. Like there's a serpentine birch right here. It's a variety is Young's Weeping Birch, and it's trained to grow in this serpentine shape. And then we've got the Quick Fire Fab, which we love. We have some of these at home, and they're some of our best performing hydrangeas. So look at the color that they turn right there. And then 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, and these are a zone 3 through 8, you guys. All of the panicles that I've just shown you. But these are all Quick Fire Fabs right here. And then we brought in a few sedums. There's some variegated, well, there's one. Variegated sedum looks so pretty. And then there's some ground cover. This is the Sun Sparkler Lime Zinger. We brought out these really cute little statues here and down here. Ivory Halo Dogwood. And then I did bring out, there was one of these. It's always fun when you've got like a little pocket on a table and you can't really display 8 of something, but if you've got one left of something, this is a willow, Boydii willow. It's gorgeous. We brought the spruce up, and then around the back side here, we brought all these Sun Sparkler sedums to this table to bring some purple in. Right at the end of this display, this area had some 9 barks and some weigelas, which we moved here. So you can see the 9 barks there. I think that those are tiny wines. Perhaps. We'll go around the back side and look and see if we can find a tag. But these are Golden Jackpot weigelas right here, which are just starting to show up some color, but they have a chartreuse color leaf and the pink blooms. And then we moved all of these sempervivums right here from inside the greenhouse because of the humidity in there. I think that they'll like being out here. But anyway, those 9 barks and weigelas were right here on this end cap, and we brought all of these Firelight hydrangeas up to replace them because they are looking so fantastic. Again, a white bloomer, panicle, zone 3 through 8. These grow 6 to 8 feet tall and wide. And then, I can't remember if I already showed you this earlier. Maybe I did. If I did, I apologize. But we moved these 2 great big urns from the front area up there to this spot because the little ones were already here. Brought in a little table because there was a bench here that was already sold, so that just kind of brought some weight to that area. And then the last spot, other than just kind of placing some stuff around, was right here. We brought in, these are called the Metropolitan Woman Bird Bath. This one is the Metropolitan Woman Feeder. I think we might have those tops on the wrong ladies. I don't know. And then there's a sundial version right here. Now we left the table, all these tables are empty. In fact, Juan was moving all the roses off these back 2 tables because they're getting a new perennial load this next week, and these will be completely full of brand new perennials. And then I'll show you where we moved the arbor. Right on this side of the greenhouse, we moved this pine over here as well as those boxwoods, and then the arbor is right there. It fit perfectly. And in the middle of all of that, we were trying to do a clean job of displaying because there were lots of customers here throughout the day, and we didn't want to have piles of plants and piles of garbage and things and props and supplies, you know, blocking the way. And I got to meet several of you today, which was so fun. So fun to be down here and just kind of change of, oh, shade. Oh, that feels good. Change of pace for today. But I am going to wrap it up now. It's early-ish afternoon. I've got to go home and do some watering and do some things in my own garden. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's project. It was so fun being down here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye. P.S. Mom is stealing hydrangeas from other displays to fill in gaps up front.
Well, did you just put these here?
No.
Oh, I've got something more special.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
I like this layering though.
It's beautiful.
That is pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But I'm trying to keep the varieties together.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
just look at that. Look at that view, you guys. July.
Isn't
And
it
things are
pretty?
looking awesome.
Yep.
Now we're done. Bye.